With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. First down, Hunter, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, Hunter. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Looking to throw. Hunter. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6.
49-yard line.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jones. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go and use a cliche. Stay into the change, right? 5 five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hunter. Hard throw. Incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Raven 1st down. 15 yards there.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, it's Carroll. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Another run, this time, though, for Seth. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Not today, you are. Not today.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
53, Mike. Watch the run. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. The run. Hey, middle. Check. 53 to Mike. Check 10.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
6-yard line.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
6-yard line.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Hunter. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Forsett. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. A running play now for Forsett. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A 46-yard attempt.
And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here, right now. 52's the mic. Quit talking about it. I'm waiting. Check 52. Kill.
From the gun, Hunter. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This is fourth down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle.
Jackson.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Patrick Queen.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First down, Broncos.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Denver.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's make these babies cry, baby.
Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. It's Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run the counter. It's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Broncos 17, Ravens nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. 4th set again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The pitch comes to Forsett. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson going to run. On first down, this is Forsett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Following the penalty, it's Forsett. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Ed Oliver made the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Again they run. Again it's Forsett. Forsett hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, here's Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. We ain't giving up nothing today.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe.
Hey, rock on, lady. Let's do some light. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls